today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Chris Boswell, the kid for Pittsburgh, is Madden NFL 21.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he works so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Trubisky's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47-yard line.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Trubisky to throw again. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Steelers take over first.
The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency?
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, on for the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The ball carrier.
Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry, 28 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. but 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Covered by Steven Nelson.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded at the 20. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And this one through the uprights and good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Well, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Trubisky throwing complete to Kmet, the tight end. 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Entering screen resume.
And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write him off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this.
Entering screen resume.
Score lead.
We are
Instant replay. Entering screen resume.
to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. Extra point put through by Boswell, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With the Bears with the football, we get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been...
Entering screen resume.
Available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Made by Devin Bush. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball. End zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just special teams.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 49 yards. But one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's third down. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They go play action with Trubisky.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on third. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. If they really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Darnell Mooney, the target there. Third down here.
It's third down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already as we get you back out.
Pat O'Donnell to kick
So
off.
time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
That's good.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 29 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Whoa!
Entering screen resume.
He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Trubisky will throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Muscles him off. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down.
Entering screen resume.
Deep into enemy territory.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And this offense is running away with this one.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago.
Trubisky's pass complete.
Allen Robinson. 64 yards, and the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
I think if you poll defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 31.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. That'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bears on third down.
Entering screen resume.
They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go? And got his man complete. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And he'll bang that one through. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Bears offense ready to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And 10. Here's Trubisky. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught by Cohen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears claw one back.
Lining up for the extra point.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 53 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be second down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead.
Bears 20. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And now it's second down.
Covered by Steven Nelson.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees you.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And it's taken in at the 9.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Yeah, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what is happening.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 17.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Post-game report player stats. Entering screen player stats. Post-game report player stats. Entering main menu screen Ultimate Team. Entering customize avatar screen.